We on. Greg, your mic all on the camera. I'm poor. You want to sit up? You can sit up. We live though. That's why I was asking when everybody ready. Everybody ready. Got something in to watch this. Chill.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up? Hold on.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Not really.
I really can't hear myself. Oh, that sounds crazy. I don't know how it sounded last week for sure.
Check your mic, see if you hear yourself. No, I was saying him. Oh, you hear yourself, right?
I'm right.
We on.
Yeah, I sound terrible still. He sounds.
His volume is down.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Much better. Much better.
What's that noise?
You hear it?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
her typing on the phone. I ain't sure what y'all really.
I'm ready.
No.
then we can hear you typing on the phone.
Oh, my phone is on silent. It's
No, I don't hear that. I hear like a little.
No, the joint rubbing on the.
No, that's him.
That's him. That's not me. My phone wasn't even up here. My phone was here.
Go ahead.
I hear like a little feedback though, a little bit. You hear it?
All right. Let's do this.
You don't hear that though? A little bit. I still feel like I hear like a mic or something going on.
1, 2. I don't hear that.
You hear it?
I don't hear anything with these headphones in there. That's weird.
Try these. Look, listen to it. Just listen real quick.
I'm tripping. I ain't put the headphones on. I put the headphones in my ears. You notice that? You ain't say nothing? You should have said something.
I mean, I figure you
Like fucking Prince
know
hater.
what you do.
Prince hater. I let him be a dumb. There you go. I don't hear anything. I heard there's no feedback.
How did you mean to send this?
Send what?
A Payless thing?
Yeah. I sent that to you.
Oh.
It's about value. I want y'all to watch it on your own time.
I'm like, I was like, did it?
Yo,
And I've seen this video before. It's about Payless versus Pelesi, and I've seen it before.
Yeah,
I want
and
you to watch it. I've seen it.
I saw it, and
You saw it too?
it makes my point.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
I'm
They
like,
took
do you mean to send this Payless
cheap
video?
sneakers, put it in like a high luxury store,
Mm-hmm.
and made you think that it was worth more than what it really was.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really $30 sneakers.
And people, no. The people were coming in there spending thousands of dollars because they thought it was a label, a brand, an expensive new brand.
First of all, nobody knows Pelesi, so this is obviously cap.
I feel like that was totally
They promoted it as the new high-end brand.
Okay, you can't. Nobody not gonna be going to a new high-end brand spending racks on something
they have never.
Yeah, never. Come on, dog.
That was definitely scripted.
We fall for anything in social media, dog. This is what we do.
Listen,
Anyway.
he sent it for y'all.
Because you know a Payless shoe when you see a Payless shoe.
You see how that went? They don't even want to believe it when it's right
the video,
there.
right?
Like,
I mean,
I can put any video on
but I
social
do
media
agree that people, because you put a name on something,
I believe. Then how you believe that he even sold all those records? How you know that's his best album? We can go on to this podcast. We can do the intro. Hey, Greg.
Think about
Hey, Banks,
Gucci and all
let's go into it.
No, I was reading something.
Let's go into it.
Welcome to another episode of A Gentleman in the Pimp. Of course, myself, Mr. Banks, my boy over to across from me, Pico,
the conquistador.
Nigga.
What?
Say it one more time for those in the back.
Pico, the conquistador.
Okay.
This nigga is crazy.
Yes,
I like that one better than Pico the Great, I think.
Yeah, I'm about to conquer some things.
Okay. Interesting.
To the left of me, the lovely Simone Ceremony.
Hey guys, good evening.
Always produced by the legendary Tuna Fish and Crackers Productions. And we got a special guest in the house tonight. young lady, singer. You songwriter?
I am a songwriter.
Singer songwriter.
Yes.
Singer songwriter.
Get all the coins, all the royalties.
I know that's right.
She won it all. Miss won it all.
You know what?
I like that.
You're
Miss
not
won it all.
lying. That's definitely me.
Miss won it all. There you go.
I
See
just peeped that we both have gaps. I like that for us. I just peeped that. Like that for us.
The
We'll
lovely,
be smiling the whole show.
the lovely Miss
Sharon Hill.
Sharon Hill.
Is that your Instagram? You want to throw your Instagram handle out?
My Instagram handle is @Char CHAR Hill Music.
Dope. I'm gonna follow you. Dope.
Okay, and what is it that you do, Miss Hill?
What don't I do?
I love that laugh. That laugh was everything.
Laugh for me.
I'm a singer. I'm a songwriter. I've been in music for a whole lot of years. Not gonna throw numbers out there because
Why not?
Because once you age yourself, you start
That
to
is true.
limit. You start to cap
Okay.
yourself in this line of work.
So you
like,
22.
whatever my face say to the person looking at me is what we going with at the time.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'm a touring background vocalist. I've worked with quite a few artists.
Like who?
Out of Philly. Currently, I'm working with Vivian Green. I've backed up Patti LaBelle, Kendra the Family Soul, Bobby Valentino, Selena Johnson, Van Hunt, and a few others.
That's nice. You got anything coming up?
I am in Philly by Coinky Dink.
Where you from?
I'm from Philly.
Gotcha.
I'm from West. I'm in Atlanta.
I'm from
now.
West.
I have flew the coop. It's too cold.
Mm-hmm.
No more scraping icicles.
I dig it.
Tires.
I feel the same
I'm
way.
good on
Should've
that.
been
You know,
in the way.
you can't be single in the winter. Just don't. It's not that independent stuff is only good in the summertime.
When it's hot girl summer.
It get a little too cold to be like having to do everything
I
yourself.
dig it.
So you live in Atlanta
I live
currently.
in Atlanta.
How long have you been in Atlanta?
A year and a half.
Okay.
Year and a half. I left early 2021.
All right. So you're in town for what? You were about to elaborate.
I'm performing this Friday evening at a 90s Kind of Love show. It's a effort done by a few people here in Philly where they take the best music from the 90s R&B. It's called R&B 90s Kind of Love. That's the name of the show. And we showcase this particular week. They're doing the verses that I feel like everybody wants to see, and it's just not happening. So they're gonna do. We're gonna do it. We're gonna use our.
And I'm ready because I'm going.
We're gonna use our Philly folks. We're gonna do it. So we're doing a Mary J. Blige versus Faith versus like all of the music that you know and love. We just want to cover it.
I thought it was gonna be Chris Brown and Usher.
Oh, no,
Chris Brown and Usher.
Versus everybody wants to see.
Versus everybody wants to see.
We do want to see Mary on a versus. I do want to see Chris and Usher.
I feel like it's too big of a gap for them to be like, what?
Chris Brown would kill them.
Versus is to like battle somebody from your time frame, your era of music. And like, y'all go hit for hit.
You think Faith got enough music for Mary J. Blige?
Absolutely
not.
Yes. No, absolutely. She absolutely does. Not only does she have the catalog to back it up, but she's responsible for a good deal of Mary's early records, which, the Mary that we know, the Mary that people really love. Yeah. If you check in the credits, Faith had a hand in that. So, you know what I mean? If we was doing a real verses, she could absolutely smack them records down because her name is on the credits as a writer.
Okay.
But ain't nobody really checking for Faith, though. We checking for Mary.
Don't do that. I mean, I'm with you. But
You're a hater. Huh? You're a hater.
Who, me?
Yeah. Yes.
I never cared. I never loved Faith. I've always loved Mary. Like, so just like you love whoever you love.
Everybody. I love everybody.
Nigga, please.
There's nobody I don't love.
Anyway, so you're gonna be at 90s Kind of Love on Friday. I'm gonna be in attendance. I've been to a couple of the shows. It is a good time.
It's a good show.
Tickets are basically sold out. They only have standing room only. But I'm excited to see you sing. I'm gonna be screaming for you.
I'm excited you're gonna be in the building.
Yes, I'm hyping you up. All right, so we're gonna look forward to that on Friday. Oh, it's fetish time.
That's your whack music.
That's why I whack music. I don't got no music.
Intro music. Trash.
We started these little segments, and my segment is about fetishes. Are you fetishes?
I'm not into fetishes.
She is a fetish.
Wait, are we talking like actual fetish?
No,
or
just a fetish. Because
I might have a little shoe fetish.
Like, what you mean? We might need to talk about this.
Oh my god, like it's bad. You see how I'm scratching my ear? Like
you start twitching,
like twitching.
I thought it was eczema.
The thought of
wait,
eczema here. My mama had me on cocoa butter early. You know.
So wait, you mean you like to buy shoes?
To buy them,
or you like to smell shoes? Like which
like
one
What
is it?
is going on?
to buy them, to wear them, to like collect them.
Shoes or sneakers or any footwear?
Shoes and sneakers.
Okay.
It started as just shoes and heels. Like,
Now it's sneakers.
now it's sneakers. Like I've been looking at your kicks the whole time. Like I should have gotten them.
Yeah, you know
Those would
are
look real good on my 4.5 size. But yeah,
Oh, you got baby foot.
I do.
Well, I'm glad you like fetishes because here's tonight's. It's called I didn't listen to the pronunciation, but it's spelled FORMICO philia, PHILIA, for mycophilia. I believe that's how it's pronounced. A sexual stimulation occurs by being crawled upon or nibbled on by small insects such as gnats.
What?
Yeah. For mycophilia.
I see this shit about to get worse every week. I see that now. This shit is about to be terrible.
Facts.
So the person basically allows another definition was like snails crawling over somebody's body. They get sexual pleasure from the animal or the insects crawling on them and biting on
First
them.
of all, where do you find a bunch of gnats at?
That was going to
Or
be
ants. You can get a lot
my
of
question.
ants.
Like,
Where
are you
do
running around with a jar? Like, come here.
All you gotta
Like,
do is put something in the air, honey. They come to it, they gravitate towards
And
it.
then you just standing there like
You might put honey on your body and let the
you
ants
just standing in the
come.
family of gnats like
and you get aroused from it, they say.
naked in a family of gnats. That's
Yes.
that's
terrible.
crazy.
It's a thing. Or snails. I can't imagine having a snail
Yeah. No,
just on me.
absolutely not.
So that's for
So was,
mycophilia.
so was it all insects, like everything?
It just says it's
Like-
specified ants,
Bed bugs?
snails, maybe.
Go ahead, give me these bed bugs real quick and let me
Maybe.
lay in these joints.
I don't know. I feel like bed bugs, don't they bite you?
Yes.
But if that's your fetish, maybe
it
you
might
would want
work.
them to like. You just like bite it. Like,
And it didn't specify
what?
whether or not you want them on your genitals or is it just on anywhere on your body that arouse you? Because I would assume it had to be on your genitals. I don't know.
All right. Do you think black people into this shit?
No.
I feel like there's definitely
I
someone
think you can
somewhere.
get into it now. You didn't know you would want to do that. You want some gnats on you?
I feel like there's always
I
one.
don't like
You
insects.
think it's always one?
There's always
is
one. There's
huh?
always a one-off somewhere doing something that we as a culture don't do.
Just think about ants crawling on you and you getting sexually. Just think about that. Sexually
I can't.
aroused by it.
I
That's
can't. I
very
don't.
much different.
I don't wanna.
You about to squirt off some ants.
Yeah. Oh.
Disgusting.
So for
You're
mycophilia,
gonna kill them.
I'm killing them. If you squirt on them, you mean?
They're done.
You ain't lying. They drowning.
They're done.
Are you squirting on ants?
I mean, if you receive it, at some point you're gonna be aroused to the
How?
point of ejaculation.
How?
or-
How, Sway? How is that possible?
I don't know. I don't have for mycophilia.
You need to start bringing
I'm not a formicophiliac.
videos to these
of these fetishes.
to the
Yeah,
so
that-
we have
Search
a
Search
reference.
engine gonna be looking crazy.
I know my search engine already look crazy.
They know what type of time she's on.
Yeah, that is
Turkey
horrible.
time.
Turkey time. So
A snail, slugs.
maybe a snail sucking on your nipple or something like that.
That is fucking
Do
disgusting.
snails suck?
You gonna shake your head?
No, I'm saying I can see how that. I can see how that works.
You like it?
You gonna
Yeah,
see how that works?
I can
As
see
you
how that
think
works.
about it more, it's
Like the stuff that remember Stand By Me when he had all the
Those
are
leeches,
leeches.
bro.
Leeches.
oh, there's some leeches on
Oh,
your
but
nipple.
maybe
They sucking your
leeches.
blood.
Blood.
Leeches might apply to those.
That probably do
too,
feel good though.
No, it
They
doesn't
make
No,
it
feel
it
good.
doesn't.
They drawing blood though. Like,
They sucking your
out your
blood.
nipple.
Nah, bro, that
Out
doesn't
your
feel
nipple.
good.
So,
Yeah.
come on,
We
yo.
won't know until we, you know.
well, you go
We
ahead and
won't know.
You got
try. it.
homework.
He looks like his mind is going
His
a
mind
million
is
miles a
racing.
minute.
He
Like,
he turned on
like I'm
already.
about to try this.
Get this nigga
and
some snails for his birthday.
His
see
hat
what these
says
leeches
stinking cat.
do
You got
real
a birthday
quick.
coming up, my man, don't you?
Huh?
You got a birthday coming up, don't you?
Yeah.
When's your birthday? So I can get the snails ready.
Christmas Day.
Is it?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Lying like a rug, yo. You're lying, yo.
Christmas Day.
Get this
It's in December though, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
He lying again.
It's not in December?
It's this month.
Oh, it's no.
Get this
Damn,
nigga some
my
snails for his birthday.
It.
Put it on
Matter of
this.
fact, it's like next weekend. Like next week.
Hey man, let's go on with the show.
Yeah,
What
my
about
man.
flies? You think you could handle some flies? on
Flies
you?
are fucking disgusting.
And they lay them eggs on you.
Flies, flies land on shit.
Maggots. Think about all the insects that could be on you. That's small.
Yo,
Maggots.
I never forget one time, right? Let me tell you what I did one time. So I had made some fish and rice one day, right? So I put it in the microwave and I went away. I went to like Florida and forgot the shit was in there. When I came back home, like, what is this fucking smell? Like,
You can
it
smell
smells terrible. I'm in the trash, like,
imagine what
no,
that
it ain't in
smell
the trash. I'm like, God damn, this shit is bad. I'm in the refrigerator, like, no. Then I think the next day was like, yo, I gotta see what the smell is. I'm like, oh shit. I opened that microwave, yo. It was maggots everywhere.
Throw the
like-
whole microwave away.
And the microwave, the way the my microwave is like embedded into my wall, like into my.
Yickety.
Listen,
You just gotta turn the joint
Did it
on.
smell
let
like death?
You gonna cook the maggots?
listen, yo,
Cook them niggas.
no,
Did it smell
No,
like death? Because that had to
yo,
be a
listen, this-
rank.
yo, I cannot believe.
You said it was fish and what else?
rice, fish and rice
That fish alone probably. Ugh.
for a week
Ugh.
in the summertime.
Nope.
I went away, like I was gone. Like,
Yeah, no,
Ugh.
listen,
absolutely.
that
You could have used the maggots for
Oh,
foreplay.
that's terrible. Now, let me scoop these maggots up.
Put them joints on my chick.
You might have been able to sell them to somebody who
That is
uses who is a
terrible.
former mycophiliac.
I wonder how that works. You just sit it on and then you like, if I'm the dude and I got a chick like, yo, we about to try something new tonight.
She's leaving.
Sit them Jones on her and I leave and just let them Jones go to work and like gnaw at her all crazy. And I come back in.
Oh
with warmed up.
wait. So
I'm out.
wait. So it's not on your own body. It's on.
I was
someone's body?
about to say, I would have
Well,
thought this was like
I thought it
one
was on
person.
your own body, but maybe if you're really into it, you want to try it on your partner.
Can
That
you
might be a
imagine
thing.
if
too.
it was-
Like she
Or
might
what if
be
your
into
partner?
it.
Yeah, what if your partner's into it and they ask you to do it?
Yeah, I'll be right back, babe. Let me just sit
We're
these
no
Jones
longer
on you.
I got some ants downstairs, babe. Go get them real fast.
I got an ant
No.
colony.
Lay them on my titties.
Is y'all leaving?
I'm out.
Yeah, we're no longer
I
partners.
might not leave, but I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not doing that. Let's do what we do, but we're not doing it.
I'm
This is
out,
what we do now.
never coming back.
And I'm gonna
Well,
make
this
sure.
might be what you do.
No, and I'm gonna make sure I'm be like, yeah, we're gonna try something. I'm gonna tie you up.
Oh, absolutely not.
That's
And now we in the
horrible.
sacrocrophilia.
Immediately no.
Party's over.
Sacronacrophilia.
Nah.
What?
Sacronacrophilia. And I'm about to sit these joints on you and let you get turned on. Then I'll come.
Let you get turned on.
Yeah.
No, that's terrible.
It's gonna be all wet when I come in there.
Ew, what's gonna be wet?
Yeah.
It's gonna be dry like
No,
a
it's gonna be
spider
wet.
web.
It's gonna be a whole bunch of
What if like one crawls in like
Yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna hit
Inside
the,
of you?
it's gonna
Yeah,
hit the G
like-
spot. It's right there, right
Girl,
there.
I
at the
didn't even think
G-spot.
of that.
oh,
far
like
about
what
it.
in the like what do you do? Like you go to the
Die.
ER and be like, I think there's like
Die.
a snail in my cooch.
A snail in your coochie.
Yo,
Die.
Can you
It probably won't even
imagine?
suffocate. You probably survive too,
ew.
because it lives.
I don't even care about the snail surviving. It's a snail now in my vagina. Like, just think about that.
Like,
That's
can you
What the
imagine
worst he could do?
the doctor's talking about you in the next room?
Could
Like,
you imagine a doctor pulling it out of you? Maybe you forgot it
yo,
was in there.
they
Maybe
gonna
you
pull
had
it
a
out,
night and
put
y'all
it in a
forgot
jar,
you did
and
it.
it's going in a medical book.
What's your picture by it?
Yeah, party's over.
So y'all not putting ants on people.
Negative.
All right, well, there's that.
No ants.
That is.
Well, for mycophilia, look it up. It might be something y'all into.
Cap.
that is
So tonight, what we talking about tonight? Let's go.
Who knows?
So,
Nothing.
nothing.
They ain't no main topic.
Yeah, like okay, that was awkward.
So
Put that card down.
30 minutes. A 30-minute card.
Put that
Oh,
card
let me
down.
see.
We're gonna talk about how we don't got nothing to talk about.
We don't got nothing to talk about tonight.
I mean, so with the new format, we just jump in this shit because I was gonna ask y'all about the voting. Like, how you feel about the voting?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, did y'all vote?
I did.
Why?
I always have. I always
Wow.
have, but so I'm from Philly, but like I moved to Georgia when I was like 11. Obviously, voting is a huge thing in Republican states. So like we were learning this stuff very, very early, like third, fourth, fifth grade. We would have like mock voting trials and things in school. So like it's just always been a part of like
Georgia culture.
my makeup. Yeah, it was like I couldn't wait to turn 18 and like get into
Georgia,
a booth and be like, press the button.
Georgia's a very more red state than blue.
It's and I think it will always be a heavy red state.
And I believe Stacey Abrams did not win.
She did not win.
Right.
Well, I mean, I feel like most of us knew she won. I voted for Stacey, but we knew she wasn't going to win. There's just not enough. There's not enough Democratic or even liberal pockets in the state of Georgia for her to have pulled it off. It's just there's just not. There's far more wannabe conservative, liberal, or people who are uneducated and feel like if people of other races or political affiliations get their vote, then it lessens their value. It's too much of that in the state of Georgia for, I think, any Democratic governor to really win over the full vote. Like,
So do y'all think y'all vote matters? Did you vote?
I voted.
Did you voted?
Come on, man. No, I didn't.
Man behind the mic, did you?
I don't vote.
Okay. So do y'all think your vote matters in a
No.
grand scheme of things?
No.
Why you say that? So why do you vote then?
Not when you don't vote.
So if you feel like that, Banks, why did you vote?
I just vote.
Okay. You gotta think your vote matters to some extent if you voted.
I don't think
you like the sticker?
Here's my
He wanted a sticker.
here's my thing on
I voted.
exactly. Here's my thing on voting. Most people, I'm not gonna say all, but most people don't know enough about the candidates, enough about what they actually stand for, their track record, their voting record, anything about these candidates to know enough to make a decision about who to vote for. So when people walking in there, they basically walking in there and either voting all Democrat or all Republican, or they hear one person name with one tagline. We going to lower taxes. I'm voting for this nigga right
or
here.
saw this commercial.
Exactly. Or, Fetterman equals, open borders. I ain't voting for this nigga. Like, what? Are you kidding me? Like the average American don't have enough information to really know what they're doing when they go in there. And I don't,
an educated ballot.
Yeah. And I don't think the powers that be really gonna put that much power into uneducated. Like, come on, man. Like, they're not gonna just let it go down. Y'all don't know what y'all doing, and we just gonna turn everything over to.
So with the whole abortion thing going on right now, do you feel like, especially here, do you think with Oz not promoting the whole abortion thing, like my body, what is it? My what?
My body, my choice.
My body, my choice. So you think that he lost a lot of voters by doing that?
Probably so, especially in Pennsylvania. I just feel like that could lead to a whole long conversation. But at the end of the day, I don't think any men should be making rules about how a woman or what a woman does with their body. So, I mean, that goes way back into some other conversation that we might not have time for right now. We only got
2 minutes left.
Right.
We definitely got a bunch of time to talk about it.
Well, I'm gonna ask y'all, do y'all think y'all have the right to determine what a woman does with her body?
Absolutely.
How did I know that answer?
You should have known that was coming.
That direction.
You should have known that was coming.
That shit was quick too. Absolutely.
So why do you feel that way?
It's our life.
Our life?
Y'all carrying our life.
We're carrying your life?
Y'all are, because y'all can't have babies by yourself.
That is true.
It starts, it's living within us.
True that.
Y'all are carrying it. So how the hell y'all got to say so? You're basically murdering the life that we was given from God to give to y'all to carry.
Damn.
So what if both the man and the woman agree that they don't want this baby?
The man and the woman?
Yeah.
Well, the man is he's in there. He's in the decision.
But what if she decides or changes her mind?
She's a murderer. Well, you talking
No,
about her
changes
killing
her
it?
mind and says, "Oh, I'm not going to have the abortion." And now he's like very adamant you should have the abortion
Because he don't want to be a daddy.
because he don't want that baby. So now what?
Oh, I mean, no, I don't got no opinion about that. Got two other men here.
Well, you the one that said that you men should have some say over
but
what
I
a
mean,
man.
if she keep the baby, I can't really go against that. I really can't. I mean,
Oh, so
don't have custody of the kid. That's the only thing I can say. Like,
so Pico and Banks.
So
y'all think
here's what I think about. I don't think the laws are necessarily about
Not at all.
controlling a woman's
at all.
body per se. I think it's more so we are in a situation where we're not populating the earth fast enough
Mhm.
to keep us moving forward. So if we continue on the pace of these abortions, then that is kind of going into us not being around longer. We haven't, I think I read somewhere, we haven't been at population growth since like the 70s.
That's
or
nobody
something
want
like
no damn kid.
Right. So people are living longer, but we're not populating enough to replenish and keep humanity going. So
Is it that we aren't, or is it that
they
they aren't?
they already are set to be the minority.
And
That's the
that's
problem.
the agenda.
That's the
but
problem.
but it's not that. I mean, that is part of it for sure.
Also,
But it's
go ahead.
also it's not just America. It's in the worldwide. We have a population replenishment problem.
Well, I'll say for our country, the agenda to me seems to be what you just brought up. And it seems like if you notice, if y'all on social media and all that TikTok or whatever, there is a lot more interracial marriages was bringing interracial children into the world. So as you said, they're about to become the minority because of all of that happened, all of that blending of the cultures and ethnicities. So to me, the agenda is no, white women, we're gonna have more babies, we're gonna have as many babies as we can to bring us back into the majority. I don't know if
to
y'all-
continue to keep us, because they have been and continue to be.
Yeah, but they don't have to they don't have to just populate with white on white babies. You can take a white person and a black person, and then that white person, that half baby or that mixed baby, have a baby with a white person, and that person is going to be mostly white.
But you know how they feel about us. So once we're in there, then no, you're
Right.
no longer. You're no longer.
But they don't have a choice at this point.
And I feel like they understand that, or actually they do have choices, since they know that there are more of us that won't exercise the vote. You know what I mean? I feel like my refute to that is always that if your vote didn't matter, then they wouldn't continually move the line so that you can't. You know what I mean? I think that they know and they fully understand that the more of us that educate ourselves in political science, the more of us who understand how being in these lifelong positions can positively impact the communities, that actually work out for the communities that we've been forced to live in for all these years. I think that they know if Black people really take Black people, minorities, take a real interest in that, then it changes the game. So I feel like there are more of us voting than not voting. One, I feel like it's the reason why Stacey Abrams was able to come close to Governor Kemp. But I think that they have a full understanding of like how to maintain control and how to maintain power. And they get into these lifelong positions. They know that their people are going to exercise the vote. They know that if we exercise our vote and we change our mind, then eventually not only are we going to want to vote, but we're going to want to be the ones that we're voting for. And that changes the entire landscape of the country's democracy.
Yeah, but I think we only have part of the story. So just voting without any financial backing behind you, it's kind of pointless, because what's going to happen is, let's say I'm a whatever, and I run on this platform, and I get elected, and then now a booster comes in, is like, yo, man, here go 200 racks, and now I want you to be you the fracking boy now. And all of a sudden, oh, I'm for fracking. Why am I for fracking? I just got 200 racks. So if we're not going to put our bread together like the other ethnicities do, because if you go to any city in this America, there's a Chinatown, and they do everything together. They don't be. Do you see them out there voting? They're not voting. I don't need to vote because we
already got what we need right here.
Exactly. And I have the money and the power, and I work with my people and put my money together so that I can just influence. It doesn't matter who the person is. If I can just take bread, put it on his desk, and influence his decision. That's the part that we don't understand. The candidate is irrelevant until we start putting some money together as a people. Bro, we've been voting for years. We've been voting since Jesus been here. Like it's not,
since Jesus wept.
Exactly. Like it's not like we just started voting. We've been voting. We've been voting Democratic since forever, and it hasn't done anything for us. And the reason is because we have no teeth. So the teeth is not in the voting. The teeth is in the money.
Right.
Going behind the politicians
to back who's up there. Yep. Yeah. You ain't lying.
So that kind of segues in the whole Kyrie Irving thing. Like, so do you think the whole Kyrie Irving, Kyrie Irving?
I keep saying I know who he is, and I keep hearing like bits and pieces, but I haven't had a chance to really read what happened. So what happened exactly? Like, what did he say? Like,
he didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything.
He promoted. He didn't promote. He just
a book.
He saw a documentary on Amazon and just tweeted it. Just tweeted the cover of it.
Oh, so
that was it.
So he never made a statement.
No, he didn't say nothing behind. Just put the thing up there. He put the screen up there. Left it alone.
So what?
So he had a press conference after a game, and they say it was like a bunch of Jews up in the
okay.
It was kind of grilling him like, why'd you do this, and why would you put that anti-Semitic?
So because he posted something that he watched, potentially I'm sure
he watched. He said he watched it.
Now he had to. What happened to him? He got fined. He got suspended.
A couple games, and now they want him to. In order for him to be reinstated, he has to pay some Jewish community
$500,000.
Is it 500,000? I thought I heard
500,000.
He paid it.
Him in
they know he got bread. He got bread.
You say fuck this, like, and fuck y'all.
All because he posted.
But mind you, his peers was like, Shaq was like, oh, he's an idiot. They call him
They was calling him an idiot for paying, or because he posted it.
Because he posted it, like, he's an idiot, and no, they was going in on him. Like everybody's kind of going on it, but I mean, he just stands. I mean, he just stands.
It's a basketball fraternity. They probably had a whole agreement that what shit you shouldn't do as a basketball player.
But just anything
they do. It was in their contract.
It probably was in day one, class number one.
It was probably in the locker room.
Don't do this.
Like, don't be posting that nut shit. If you know you want to do it.
But do you think he really had to pay $500,000? Like,
yes,
I'm not saying he had to, but you think it was necessary.
But when does this shit start? Like, when does now? So he had to like go to the NCAAP and like meet with them for like a meet. It's all kind of shit.
If the Jewish people write his checks,
Jewish people write a lot of checks.
So they like, well, you want to give us some of that money back since you want to be smart.
So they have the financial backing to make things happen their way.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, but don't know white people have to do this. Like, you wouldn't have to go to no class and do all this other extra shit.
You said nigga on TV.
And it happens. Like Don Ahmed said, nappy headed hoes, and ain't no class for this shit.
It wasn't no class, but he definitely got fined or suspended. Did he?
He got fired.
Not for that, I don't think.
Not for the nappy headed hoes comment.
I don't think so.
I think it was something else.
It definitely wasn't for the
down on it. Like it was something else.
He said them double nappy headed hoes. Like he went back in on it.
I don't think he got fired.
Like
for
he
that.
went. It was another offense came like right behind it.
But it's sad that his peers and his own kind are not backing him. And like but it all ties into like Kanye shit and everybody dropping his like it's everything. Like mind you, so Nike dropped him.
Kyrie, so he lost his
Nike
contract with them. Okay.
Like what else?
I think they taking it too far. I think they taking it too far, but I don't have no say so.
Isn't he or doesn't he already have like a moving target on him? Like hasn't he been
so he
in hot water before? Okay.
So what did he say about
He didn't take the vaccine.
He won't take it. So
he got in trouble for that too.
So he wasn't able to play
home games.
No, playing in Brooklyn and New York, you had to be vaccinated. so he can play away games, but not home games. Then all of a sudden,
So ridiculous.
now, oh, we don't need no vaccine.
So now, did they give? So
Here's your
was
spot
he
back.
fined money for not those games
No.
that he didn't play in because he wasn't
I
vaccinated?
mean,
Yeah,
well,
he
he
probably
lost
not
his bread.
playing.
He
Yeah, but
probably
he just not-
paid.
he
He's not getting paid.
I think they should give him his money back.
Shit.
I know they're not, but I think they should because we all knew this vaccine shit was gonna go out the window.
70% of the NBA is black.
Right. But we're not the finance 70% of the NBA is not financially backed by black people.
But
it's
they're
backed
playing,
by
But
and
if
they
you-
need us
But
to
if you
play. They
walk
need us
out,
to show
what?
up.
If you
Right.
walk out,
Like they
70%
need us to
everybody
show up,
walk out,
or
but they're
because
there's
not.
not everybody is
They're
gonna
not doing that.
if Shaq and them talking crazy about him, you think the player's gonna walk out? No,
Yeah, but this goes to the point where black
It
people
is.
don't stick
Who
together.
supposed to walk
Right.
out first? If we walked out the stadium first, that might encourage him.
But just like Colin Kaepernick thing, like he didn't want to kneel. I mean,
Right.
He told you kneel. I mean, what is it?
he took a knee
He took a knee.
Yeah.
He actually got a contract with Nike.
because, but
Like the
eventually,
opposite.
But,
but
he didn't play.
initially, it was so much
Huh?
negative backlash for that.
But he couldn't play.
They got
football no more.
backlash until we start rioting. And they're like, oh shit, get this boy a contract.
Right,
We
so
rioting,
that's what
like-
makes it saying like if we was all to back Kyrie, if like
Yeah.
Shaq and all them were to be backing him instead of talking negative about him, he's dumb and all this stuff, then maybe he wouldn't have got fined. Maybe he wouldn't have to sit in this class. If we support our people, is what
Yeah.
he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't. And
We
won't.
don't.
Not at
We
all.
don't.
Well-
Just like he said, if there's a Chinatown, that's because Chinese people got together and decided we gonna put this area for us.
Well, we
These
gotta
18 blocks
understand.
is ours.
We gotta
We
understand.
don't do that.
Shaq is not writing his own checks either.
No.
He got a lot of
Exactly.
businesses.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
But
who
I feel
writes
like
the
at
check.
some point you have to have.
I'm not
a
literally
check.
looking at a man write a
But
check.
not
I'm
even
just
all
saying.
talking
that.
about
What
when I-
about integrity? Like,
No, but what I'm saying is, at some point we have to take our money
and
that
do
we've
it.
already earned.
Yes.
Because Shaq is a multi-millionaire, if not a
Facts.
billionaire.
Mhm.
So even
Money-
if he not,
Go
it
ahead.
doesn't matter how he got his money. It comes to a point where we got to say, all right, now we got to take the money of the black people, put it together, and
Mhm.
build the stuff that we want to see. Period.
No,
Look at
the
Tyler
money-
Perry.
the-
Tyler Perry used to say it that all the white studios would never play his movies and his
I don't
plays and
blame
all
the white
that.
studios.
Facts. He don't have the best content, but
Trash.
look at what he did.
Universe.
He made enough money to build his own studio. It's the largest studio, I believe.
Yeah,
in the
period. In the
period.
country, yeah.
So he took his money that he got from doing all those bullshit ass movies and shows, and now he's employing so many people
But yeah,
in his own shit.
And
Why
now
can't
these
we enough of
networks
us
are asking him to
there
write
now? They want to
for
film.
their networks.
Right.
Like they're buying
his
his product
studio.
for their particular network.
Bro, I don't even know why you
Filming in
arguing this
studio.
because you be on this type
let me
of time.
finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
What you?
Why
What
you trying to put
argument?
me out there how I am in real life? I can argue a point,
Go ahead.
even if I don't
Yeah,
believe in
right.
it. What I'm going to say is that money don't exist. We just make the number. The man put a number in the computer and make it up. We make the money. Like I'm saying, it doesn't exist.
Well, make it
The
in my
money doesn't
account.
matter.
Right.
The
When-
hell if it don't.
When
If
the,
I'm
when,
counting
when,
zeros
when-
behind my
I'm trying to
account.
tell you, if the bank can tell Kanye, take your money out our bank, we don't want it in our bank. Your money don't mean shit. That means that you're not going to make no money. The money don't really have no value. If they cutting you off, different people who you could do business with. So Shaq, you go ahead and speak up. We could cut off all your businesses contacts. You won't be able to spend none of that money nowhere. You won't be able to start no businesses. That's how they corrupt the Black Wall Street. That's how they shut you down. You can have all the money in the world. Kanye lose $2 billion in one day because they cut him off. Take your money out of our bank, cut him off, sue him for a sample, sue him for this, sue him for this. This nigga had like 400 million or 200 million.
Yeah, but they
within a
able to
week.
do that because we aren't sticking with each other.
But
You
nobody back
see 50 go talking about you hot right now.
Because they're gonna
I'll-
cut all those black people off.
All right, they get cut off. You at some point you got to get
You
cut
don't
off for
think-
integrity.
We don't. You don't. That's what I'm saying.
We have
That
to value
those things are
ourselves.
integrity.
But
and
You
what
don't
we
think
bring
there's
to the
enough
table.
black multimillionaires that we could start our own
Everything.
everything?
No, we don't have enough power. We don't even like each other. as a
That's
whole.
the problem.
That's
it
the
ain't the money.
problem.
Money
No,
is the problem.
Yeah,
It ain't
it's
the-
money as
is
well.
not
Like
the
money is not
your
the
money
problem.
is no good,
We don't
and
think
I don't even like you.
integrity, loyalty, all of that to the black community is
But
the problem. We
That's the
rather
issue.
spend with white people and look good to white people than build our own shit up.
That's the issue right there.
That's it.
That's the only issue.
We too busy beefing and arguing to build. We using the wrong B. Let's build.
Like we got no backing. There is no backing of anything.
Well, I feel like you're right.
If they was that powerful,
70%
Shaq
of
would
the
have backed him
NBA,
up.
If 70% of the NBA is black, then they could take a stand. They could make a statement if everybody walked out of all the game or didn't show up to the
But
game.
since they
Who
hanging
gonna
that,
play?
but since they're hanging that dollar sign over their heads, they ain't gonna do it.
But who
Not
gonna
at all.
I
play?
ain't gonna fuck my money
Not
up.
at all.
If
Oh,
there's
no,
nobody
I
to
gotta pay my
play,
mom a mortgage.
Which is 100%
if there's
correct.
nobody to play, it's no tickets for a game. There's no money in their pockets. It's
Right.
no a lot of things. So
But who's gonna be the first?
me,
None of
That's
them.
what I'm
me.
saying.
None
Think
of
it
them.
matter.
Kyrie's gonna be the first. So
Yeah.
I mean,
That's crazy. I didn't realize that's what it stemmed. I
And I
thought he
remember
actually
before,
made a
like
statement.
now, I remember years ago, Chris,
Yeah, I didn't know.
Mahmoud, he didn't do the Pledge of Allegiance,
Mhm.
and they banned him from the league.
Who was
He
it?
was a Muslim, and he didn't do the
Pledge of
allegiance.
Allegiance.
This was years ago, and they banned him.
Yeah. I never pledged allegiance.
No,
in
these
school. My
folks,
parents told us
these
not
folks,
to.
man, they do what they listen. They do what they want, and we just be like, yes, sir,
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
massa.
sir.
Massa.
and that's it.
You want me to
Pledging
go
allegiance
speak?
to a flag. My parents always told us not to do it when we was in school.
I didn't
Yeah.
know no better.
I
when
mean,
was
we
younger.
most of us didn't because that's what they
I understand
told
it
us to
now,
do.
but
So
not-
my mom
but not
dad would be
back
like, "Don't
I'm
you
just
put
being
your
real.
hand over your heart? Don't you stand
Stand
up?
up. You better not put
Don't
your
you-
hand over
Don't
your
you
heart.
stand up and don't sing the national anthem?"
That's
And my dad used to take
God.
us to baseball games, football games, and they would sing it. And my dad would be like,
You
"No,
better sing the black one. Lift every
Nope.
voice.
no, we're not doing it." So I mean, if enough of us use our voices and our money and power, we could do things for us. I don't know if we want to address that comment. Not to play devil's advocate, but if you cut off the money that might hurt the family's bloodline.
I would rather cut off the money myself than sit back and wait for somebody else to cut it off.
There you go.
Because at any fuck up or anything they don't like,
They
they
can
cut in your
dispose
cut
of
you
money
off.
off.
Yeah.
at any
They tried it with
time.
Nick Cannon too, but he bounced back because Nick
Because
Cannon
he
actually.
apologized.
He apologized.
Oh, he did.
Kyrie
You're
won't
I forgot.
apologize.
I forgot Nick Cannon
Yeah.
apologized.
Nick so Dave Chappelle didn't apologize.
But Dave Chappelle still on that same tour. Like I don't
No.
give a f, and he's
Right.
still making.
So
his
when I
bread.
watched this show and with the whole Dave Chappelle show thing, like I mean, he went to boycott the Chappelle show because they stole it from him. So when his Netflix came on, he said Netflix bang when he said Netflix paid him
right.
to do the what's the name? So they pay him for the
They
Chappelle
paid
show.
him. Yeah, they gave him what he was asking for his shows, as
Yeah.
they should have, and then he put a special on Netflix.
Yeah, so that's why he keep.
So he
on,
made
said,
double
he said, I
money.
like Netflix. I'll bang with them.
So we do have the power. We just don't know how to.
Say
We don't have
no.
enough Dave Chappelle's
No,
because Dave Chappelle said, "Fuck y'all."
yeah,
And we have to understand that even if we get canceled today, you can always come back and get right back to the bread.
Right back.
Right
Kanye
back to the
gonna
bread.
be right
Just-
back. Kanye.
Yeah.
but that's like Cat Williams too. Cat Williams got blackballed too a lot, but they say he was crazy. You know, he's crazy.
Well, he
But
was
no,
smoking crack.
no, man, like no,
Damn.
no. When you go against the machine, this is what happens
Yeah,
though.
that's
'Cause
true.
They supposed to say, listen, I was so called on drugs and all. No, I wasn't.
We don't
Yeah.
think Cat Williams is like smoking a pipe, hitting a pipe somewhere though.
Why? Because he
At all.
Slandering that man.
no.
Just
Who
saying.
knows? Like that's what I'm saying. Like
Damn.
At the end of the day,
Yo,
if
you
we
get
had more
blackballed.
That
Kyries,
perm
if
was
we had more
fried.
Dave Chappelle's,
Stop it.
we could be something. We could do what we need to do, but that's what they're fearful of. That's why.
Who's
they're-
they?
They, them, the white
Who?
people.
Okay.
The Bilderberg
I don't
group.
think they're fearful of us at all.
I think they are.
I don't
They know
We
we have the power to do
They're
it.
I
talking
don't
about
think they
money. I
have
told
to
you
be. I
that
think
money don't
we-
exist. It ain't like a bunch of gold.
I think we've proven
got
time and
money.
time again that we're gonna go against our grain. So it's like, what
We've proven time and time again that we can't unite.
exactly? So it's like, what are they fearful of?
We
Y'all
can
don't-
unite, but only for a short amount of
Temporary.
a
time.
hot second.
2 weeks. That's
Exactly.
it.
Y'all don't
Like,
even, we
we
don't
got
even
2
control
weeks to get this
anything like what natural resources. We don't even control none.
And when we do unite, think about the Black Lives Matter movement. It turned out to be they were
A fraud.
fraud, right? So even when we do try to unite over something that should have genuinely been for a greater cause,
It's been.
it was
a scheme.
black people scheming other black people, like anybody. But it
What was the
just-
plan though? It was nobody
The
knew a
plan-
plan. We just out there
Yeah,
looting and
because they
protesting.
said Black Lives Matter. Everybody ran with it.
I don't even know what the plan was. Black Lives Matter. Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
But they raised
I
a
was in the
lot of
protest.
money. They raised a lot of money, and
Yeah,
that
they
money
raised a lot of money, but what was the plan to do with the money?
That's the problem. They had no plan, so they were scheming.
No, don't say they. Us.
I wasn't in it.
You black.
But did you get any of the profits of that Black Lives Matter movement?
No, we didn't get it. I'm just saying that why was we going so hard for
The people
something
that
that was
started the
collecting money?
organization, that's what I'm talking about.
Because we didn't know no better. We ain't had no
We
information.
know better. We 40
We
years
ain't had no
old.
information. No, you don't.
Who's
No information.
40?
Again,
We know what's
She
going on.
24.
Somebody getting paid, and we out here in the middle of the street.
I mean, well, it is what it is. If we all would finally unite and stop beefing and battling and killing each other,
This shit will never happen. I mean, it's never going to stop.
you don't foresee us ever stopping the
I'll probably
violence,
dead and gone by then.
increasing the peace
Dead and gone by then. They been saying increase the peace for how long now?
since the
Probably not-
80s.
Probably not now, been pulling that shit forever.
Since the 80s. You right. You ain't lying.
We don't control nothing. When we own gas, we'll be good.
When we own what?
But it,
Something
we
like gas.
we can.
I'm gonna shoot the person on the
No.
gas.
I protect that guy. Like
Yeah, I mean,
he produces gas. He killed the guy. A water powered car.
Yeah, but gas
they
is not
did.
even going to be the wave in
Not
the future. It's going to be
anymore.
electric. So that's going to be.
Yeah. Well, he left his patent open so anybody can deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So
The water the hydro, whatever he called it for the cars you talking about?
I was talking about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the guy who was doing that, he so happily died. But as far as electric cars,
That
he
was
left
a
his
setup,
patent open so anybody could use his design for electric cars. So it ain't like he hiding information. I'm talking about Elon Musk.
Elon, yeah.
Yeah, he's an alien. So
You think he's an alien? I think he's a robot, actually.
trying to get home.
So then they were saying that Jay-Z and them was going to buy the Commanders. But I heard that Jay-Z going to get like 10% of that share.
What's the Commanders?
The football team.
Oh.
Washington.
Like he
my bad.
bought the debt.
Wait, the Washington
Commanders.
Commanders?
Yeah. So
The
he,
former Redskins or the
Yeah.
Commanders?
yeah.
Who
So
picked that name?
so
I thought it was a
so Indians, then like the
right.
but you still have the Cleveland Indians. You still have the
You're
Atlanta
right.
Braves. Like, you still got people. Oh, listen,
References to the Indians.
Indians,
Right.
What do weird skins supposed to mean though? Is derogatory?
Yeah, Redskin.
Redskin.
but yeah.
No, I'm trying to say like so.
Indian.
So you still got Cleveland Indians. It's not Cleveland Redskins.
Not just Indians.
Exactly. So it's not
I
derogatory
don't
to say
think-
Indians. Like,
I don't think Indians are derogatory. I think a Redskin.
that's what I'm trying to say. I think he was saying why he still got other Indian
Oh,
teams.
right.
I'm saying they took.
Well, he might be talking about the logo.
The logo,
Yeah.
What was the logo?
It's a Indian.
a red
But-
Indian. A red.
So it's still a red
It's not
Indian.
red.
Let's make them brown, like
It's white.
brown.
It's white with like a. I think it got like a red headdress and like a red and blue headdress.
Indians ain't white though.
Well, obviously,
Okay. Anyway.
we know that
Anyway.
it's a logo. It's not like.
But the thing is a red headdress.
I think it's red and blue. I think the headdress is red and blue, if I'm not mistaken. But I haven't seen the Indians logo
Interesting.
in the men.
The bottom line is we need to unite.
Yeah, I mean that's really the.
And stay united.
Yeah.
Because we were at one point.
consistency.
We didn't
Steadfastness.
stay that way. I feel like we were on the right track.
Well,
in the
When?
70s
When?
during the
When?
civil rights movement. I feel like
70s?
they were on
yeah,
the right.
for sure. But that's
They
what.
were on the right track.
I thought you were talking
but-
about more recently, but yeah, you right.
No,
I was
but that's
gonna
why
say,
that's why
when?
they introduced welfare to break up the house, to take the black man out of the
Out of
house,
it. Mhm.
replace the black man with welfare. So now the black woman's like, I don't need no man.
That's what they said.
I thought the welfare originally was for Caucasian people. I thought.
Yeah, y'all see.
So
They said he implemented crack into the neighborhoods to keep the black man away from the white woman. You believe that?
So I did see
I don't
something,
know about
and it was saying
I don't
how
know about that.
when it comes to government assistance, who would not want to get paid to like take care of your kids?
Who would not want to get paid to?
Take care of their kids.
Because they get financial.
Has welfare ever been enough to take care
No,
of anybody's kids?
Right,
though?
but mind you, you get free money and you get free food stamps. Right?
And if you on Section 8, you paying $30
The
for
month.
rent. So
So-
you
Bing
really,
bong.
So why
so
not?
you really don't got no you don't got no
Chilling.
bills, and
Right.
they give you a utility voucher. I believe that's what I heard.
So why would you not want to get paid to take care of your kids?
What's that?
and the more kids you have, the
The
more
more
they
money you
give you.
get.
Well, they cap you now, I believe,
Well, I
but
was
you
about to say,
still,
yeah, now you
but you
cap,
still, if you got 5 or 6 kids,
and
you getting a
only get,
hefty
like 5
amount.
years to be on welfare.
So
now,
again-
right?
Is it?
Like,
I
in
don't know the rules.
totality, it
Right.
You can only be on it.
So
for
they were
5
saying, take the man out of the household. See you later, and I'm gonna still gonna get paid.
Yeah.
You're
I
done.
don't think that's
Shit, what?
nobody's
See,
thinking
this,
about it like that.
this is the problem. I think black people are first of all, we way too forgiving
Completely.
every damn body. Everybody get a pass. Everybody invited to the cookout. Everybody
Yeah.
is cool. No.
I hate that.
And then
right
when
now
we
to
hear
pick out.
something, we automatically believe there's no way that's possible. Like, why would they do that to us? No, there's no way they trying to break up the black family. Why would somebody want to sit around and think like that? Like, this is what they do.
Oh, I believe that for sure.
Who's
I
that?
believe
Who's that?
that.
And
Most
now
people
they're
don't.
increased. And now they're
Who
trying
is
to do
they?
even more by pushing that
Black.
homosexuality
The
onto
blacks.
the black men in TV and movies. There's more and more black men that are gay or homosexual because again, they're trying to break down a black family.
The black family is already.
I mean, it's been broken, but they have another avenue to do it that way.
I think that the gay agenda is more so to emasculate
Men.
masculinity and to
Period.
So I don't think it's just black men. I think it's just they want.
But why do you think that? I'm just asking your opinion. Why do you think they will want to do something like that?
Why would they want to get rid of masculinity?
Yeah,
Because I think it's a big pandering to women situation going on right now. So pandering to their emotions, pandering to whatever they want. So it's like, what's the joint called when you're talking about you can't say somebody fat. You got to say they body positive.
Oh,
Body
positivity
positivity.
movement. Yes.
You can't call somebody fat.
Yeah, you can't say they fat.
Yeah.
You can't say fat.
You can
can't-
say
it's body shaming. So anything
Yeah.
that goes against a woman, they call it shaming. Even if you keep it in a bean.
She fat.
She fat. Nah, she's not fat. She's body positive.
I don't know what that means.
Exactly. So
Instead of being
so you're-
derogatory or
so you're more
negative,
body positive.
she got a lot more body positivity than a
Right.
skinnier person.
Right.
So instead of being negative, taking it as a negative by saying you're fat, body positive makes it sound good and makes
makes you
everyone
feel good
it makes that person feel good.
temporarily, but you're still fat and
I'm
you
still
still
fat. Like,
and you're still unhealthy. So I think it's more
Yes.
so because women are the biggest consumers. They're like, yo, let's pander to them so we can continue to get into their pockets and keep the registers ringing. Niggas, we don't need y'all niggas. Just keep doing the work y'all doing, the hard work.
Killing each other.
Yeah,
keep killing each
fighting the
other.
wars, mining, and
Right.
doing all, working on the railroads, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, you're gonna bring your money home to this woman. We gonna get in her ear from the rip.
Self-love, body positivity.
Exactly. Happy life, happy wife. All this pandering to women stuff that's caca, but it's all good.
Caca.
It's definitely caca.
Pico de Conquistador.
Yo, that's why
I can't even say no more. Conquistador.
Exactly. I'm out here conquering.
Okay.
I'm out here
Interesting.
conquering. Y'all don't even know.
You
My
out here
stuff is-
spitting facts.
Yo, my stuff is on the low. I don't even tell people stuff.
Please
no more.
keep it low.
I just let people listen. I let people be great. I used to argue with people about religion, argue with people about getting married, voting. Man, yo, do whatever you want. If it's making you feel good at the end of the day, rock on, my G. Enjoy yourself. I don't care anymore.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself.
Why are you out here
Enjoy
singing?
yourself, enjoy-
Listen, I guess she motivated from the singer and songwriter over here. Motivated all night.
Yes,
I'ma
we
put
was
on-
Try to
jamming
get on the
Put
track.
her on
earlier.
stage on Friday.
Never.
Get a good backup.
Never. It be too many people in
Listen,
that
what you
room.
need to do is call and like, Simone, come on to the stage. Call-
Right? I'm gonna be like,
All right,
Simone, girl, where you
That'll be the last time you do a show.
at?
never.
Never.
I know
Never
the
call you
host though.
again.
The people that
Never.
host, I know them. They would be like, "Don't call Simone. She
Yeah,
can't sing.
they do not want you
don't
on the-
call her up there."
All right. So what's our next? I'm not introducing
On the pole with on Banks pole. How we call it?
On
What do we-
Banks' bowl.
On
Yeah.
Banks'
Ow.
pole.
Spicy. Spicy.
Tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
So the
Oh.
next segment, we're gonna hop on top of Banks' pole.
It's spicy over here. It's the spicy
Or
pole.
is it supposed to be Banks
Nah,
on the pole with Banks? Which one is it?
I don't get on the pole. So you're not on the pole
Okay,
with me.
so it's not on the pole with Banks.
No.
It's hop on top of Banks' pole.
You
Is
just
that what
adding
it is?
stuff.
I
don't know.
Holding the mic like this though.
Because my hands is cold. My hands are freezing. So I'm trying to keep them
I
together
knew
for the
it was
warmth. Hop on top of Banks
That's
pole.
not what it's called. You said it right the first time. What was the first time you said it?
What did I say the first time?
Terrible.
What did I say the first time?
Banks pole.
On the pole with Banks.
No, on Banks's pole.
On Banks's pole 101. Let's go. It's freezing in here.
What's happening on your pole tonight, my guy?
Right. Who's hopping on Banks' pole tonight? That's it. Who's hopping
No.
on the pole tonight?
No.
What you got on your pole, my nigga? Spit that pole out, my nigga.
Y'all are crazy.
Yo, spit
Yeah.
that pole out, my boy.
All right, so my question of the week was I'm gonna do a poll next week, but my question of the week this week was all right, let me get to it real fast. Real quick. So my question of the week was: is forgiveness for you or the other person? So when you're in the entitled of forgiving someone, is it for you or is it for the other person? When you forgive,
You want to answer first?
guess.
I feel like they say it's for you, but I feel like that shit is for the other person. And like, I feel like it's for the other person. I feel like it's really not for you. Like, I feel like that's the way that they've been kicking it to us. Gaslight. And so we can be like, okay, I forgive you. So you can feel
She
better
toxic.
about the bullshit that you done did to
But wait,
somebody. I don't
wait.
feel like it's for the person at all. Because if it's for me, then I get to do it in my own time. And when
Right.
I come to
Right.
it, right? So
Right.
what if I decide that that's never?
Okay, then it's never.
That's on you, toxic.
That's on you.
Toxic
But see,
Mike.
Now I'm toxic.
Yes, you gotta.
Now.
So listen, I can agree, but I also disagree because I do feel like forgiveness is for you. Because if you walking around holding on to that bitter shit, and then you mad and you still mad, and that other person then going on with their life, and you still carrying that shit, it affects you more than it's affecting them. So the forgiveness is for you, let that shit go and proceed with your life.
But I feel like letting it go and forgiving are two different things.
You gotta forget to let go,
I
don't
don't
you?
really think you do. I don't really think
So
you do.
if you didn't forget, oh boy, I guess you could let it go and not forgive.
I feel like I can let
Future
it
and
go
female form.
and decide like I'm
female
not.
She
future.
toxic.
No, I'm so not.
Toxic queen.
I feel like you can absolutely
You can
let
make
it
peace
go,
with a situation.
and you can make peace with the situation, but forgive you for like no, because what you did was not okay. Like,
Okay. Okay.
you
So did
just
you-
said as a people we've been way too forgiving, and everybody getting now you back at the cookout.
Everybody ready?
Like
You're
no,
not coming
like
to the fun cookout.
fuck
You
you.
ain't coming.
Stay where you at. I've
Right,
made my
right,
peace
right,
and I've
right.
let it go. But if I forgive you, I'll get to that in my own time.
No, but see,
if
what
that's
I
what I want to do.
was talking about forgiving people and then banging with them again. I'm talking about I forgive you and I'm never
I feel
talking
like
to
that's
you
what
again.
I feel
I'm
like
never-
that's what I
Yeah,
feel like
you
that's
can
what
let them
forgiveness
go,
is.
but
Yeah,
you
I forgive
forgive
you
them.
and I'm never
That's what I'm
talking to you
saying.
again.
You didn't move and separated from them, but you still carrying that beef with you. And for what? They not in your life. Forgive it, let it go.
Yeah, no, I'll let it go. And to
Can't.
make sure that I never fuck with you again, if I decide I want to
You know,
No,
I
'cause
didn't
if
say
you-
I didn't
This
say
little-
forget though. You
get
never
this
gonna
little-
forget what somebody did.
I
No,
feel like
no,
if
no.
you can never forget, how can you truly forgive?
Because it's just human nature. It's part of your memory banks. Like
I
this
feel like
happened.
that's just what they
You
push
can't
on black
forget something that
people.
happened. Like you can't forget due to old age and other factors. But
can forget.
truthfully, to really put something out of your mind,
It's
something might trigger it that you might not even know.
Easy.
Like
True Taurus nature.
No, what I'm saying is
Team Taurus over here.
yeah. No, what I'm saying is if you
So-
if you don't forgive them, then you're still walking around with the foolishness.
I disagree.
yes.
You
So do
are.
you
I
got
agree.
wait. So do you gotta forgive somebody?
You don't have to do anything. All you gotta do is stay black and die. But
So who to say that because I don't forgive him that I'm walking around bitter?
Right.
Who to say that?
okay.
Yeah,
You are
because
walking around bitter.
because
Huh?
if the thing
What'd you
is,
say?
if you forgive them, if you don't forgive them, the bitter because all right, if you need something to keep you from, like she was like, I'll to keep me from remembering or to keep me from messing with you again.
Get it right.
I gotta get my words right. To keep me from messing with you again, I'm gonna keep it in my head versus
That's
just
not at all what I said.
you said to keep you from messing with you again. What'd you say after that
I'm
part?
not gonna forgive you.
Yeah, like I feel like here's what I feel like, right? When we forgive, or this is just my opinion. I feel like to forgive somebody in totality, most oftentimes makes that person feel like there's a doorway back.
No, you don't got to
to
tell them
this-
you forgive
to
them.
this place.
You just forgive them in your head.
I've forgiven people and I've never
But does
spoken to them
forgiveness
again.
come from your head or does it come from your heart?
Either
both.
way, but you don't got
Both
to
of
tell
them.
them. They don't got to know you forgave them.
I forget. People have done stuff to me and I've never spoken to them again, but I forgave them in my head and kept going.
But if we're not speaking to them again, are we truly forgiving?
Because again, you don't have to allow them in your space. They might have done something to you that was like you just don't want them around your space. So I'm not gonna keep them in my space. I can forgive you, keep it pushing, enjoy your life.
Wait a minute.
I don't hate you.
Wait a minute.
I don't want to keep carrying that with me though.
Right. Okay.
Go ahead.
Now, so in one breath, not your period. So in one breath, y'all saying that you're going to be bitter because you didn't forget this person. But if the person didn't know that you forgave him, but you forgave him in your head, who's to say? What? I mean, I don't get it.
Yeah, that's why the forgiveness is for you because
Right.
it don't matter if they know or not.
You. It affects
Like
you.
if you tell them now, the forgiveness is for them because you let.
Oh, so when you tell the person,
Yeah, now
yeah,
But if I just
don't
say,
tell them.
Yeah.
It's for you.
if I
Yeah,
just say in my head,
That's the rule. That's the
they
standard.
got it.
that's
But
how I
I don't
roll.
never talk to them and they don't know that I forgave them in my head, then they don't know. It's for me to move on from it. You cool. Like in my head, they got it. I ain't never speaking to them again, but I don't give a fuck no more. Forgiveness, granted.
right.
But I'm moving on with my life. If I see you on the street, I ain't fucking with you. But I forgave you. Fuck it. It's
Yeah,
for
but
me.
it's no hard feelings.
Oh.
Yeah, it's for me.
Okay,
I feel
so
like that's letting go, though. Like
No, but
I
I
feel like
forgive
that's
you.
letting go, but
How-
letting go and forgiving
But what are you
are
forgiving?
two different
Huh?
things.
What are you letting go of?
Whatever you feel like you're holding on to by not forgiving.
Let's look at what forgiveness really means. Because let's look at the definition
Forgiveness.
real fast. Before we proceed.
Forgiveness.
Meaning
I think if you forgive somebody,
the act.
wait.
What is the true meaning of forgiveness? Psychologists generally define forgiveness as a conscious, deliberate decision to release feelings of resentment or vengeance toward a person who has harmed you, regardless of whether they actually deserve your forgiveness.
Facts.
So it's for you. Because that person don't even know. They might not deserve it.
If
So
we're
you
saying
don't
that
even tell
forgiveness
them.
is a conscience,
Yeah,
then
for
that's
me.
definitely for you.
Yeah, it's for me.
Yeah.
So you ain't gotta tell the person nothing.
No,
Oh.
it ain't about them.
It ain't.
It's about
for
you.
you.
So you're not walking around with the, yo, I can't stand this nigga.
Right. So who would know if I'm bitter or not?
You would.
So right. So I'm saying, so if I don't forgive him, tell me. So if I
So
don't forgive this person, that don't mean that
Nobody
I'm not
has
bitter.
to know that,
Who will
right?
know?
I
Like,
might not be bitter at all.
Well, think
Like,
about it this way. If you never let it go, you never forgive, you're always, when you think of that person are going to have, or somebody mentions them, oh, I don't fuck with them because this, that, and the third, and they did it, and now you
Or
sounding
not.
bitter.
or not.
Or in the back of your head, you're going to be talking shit about them. Like, it's always going to be there. Like, let that shit go. Forgive and let go.
I don't agree.
even if you let it go, they bring them up. You still want to be like,
I don't.
I'm not.
I don't.
Everybody like,
I truly don't. I've had beefs with people. I forgave them when people mention their name. Oh, they're doing well. That's good.
what's beef?
What's beef?
I'm not
Beef
going to
is when you
elaborate
mean-
on a situation.
No,
with
no,
beef.
no.
But I'm just saying, like, people have done me wrong in great ways. But to let that shit go, I let it go, forgive them. If somebody brings them up, I'll be like, fuck that motherfucker, because they they doing good. That's great. They got a job. Oh, perfect, beautiful. I don't let that shit get to me. Like, I don't have to speak on or speak negative about them because I let it go. I forgave them.
I think if you forgive somebody, say you was with somebody every day, and then they got problems. If you forgave them, then y'all go back to hanging out again. To let go is just like, I don't forgive them. Like, if you're not hanging back out with the person again, then you ain't really forgive them.
No.
That's why I was like, I mean, then I don't understand the forgiveness part. Then you ain't really forgive them. Like,
no, you forgave them for the act, not going to be around them again. They're done.
that's
Because
not.
I can't trust you now.
I don't care about who wrote that dictionary. I care about, like, that's not true forgiveness.
That's how I view it. Like, I feel like true forgiveness, because this is not a romantic situation
I'm not even speaking about romance.
that you're in the space
Yeah.
you have to forgive, right? Let's say you're the parent of an adult child, it's still your child. You're gonna cut the child off, never
Yes.
see them, never talk to him again,
Yes.
lies and deceit.
Depends on what it is.
it's your child.
That
You're not
does
gonna
not.
just cut your kid off
Okay.
and never rock with them
Listen,
again.
okay.
He won't feed his kids. So
true-
If
Okay.
if somebody
you should have been last week.
I feel like true
I
forgiveness
forgot about that.
is an act as well as a mental as a more of an act. An act has to occur with the mental understanding.
Let me.
Yeah, the act is moving
Like,
on.
all right, so
I
let me give
moved
you an
on, that's the
example.
act.
so if we're moving on, and let's say this forgiveness needs to take place in a family dynamic, they're still family. There's still connection.
That doesn't mean anything.
If your uncle molested your kids and you found out, right?
That's the wild card, ain't it?
This is a wild card, but this
Any
happens
subject.
very often.
He's still your uncle.
He's still your
He's
uncle.
still coming
All right,
around.
He's still biologically your
So-
uncle,
So
but you still bringing your kids around your uncle?
so facts. I currently deal with an uncle who molested me not once but twice.
Girl.
Yes, like
And you still call him, hey, unc.
I do, and I
Oh.
feel like that's true forgiveness. That's true. That's forgiveness in its
speak your
truest
truth.
form.
Okay.
Like
Speak your truth.
in its truest form is to be able to be and exist in the same space with a person
That's
who
acceptance.
has
It's not
it's
forgiveness.
not
Yeah, you
acceptance.
can't everywhere
That's
besides forgiveness.
right. Like that's forgiveness is I look at you,
That's
I
unconditional love.
see you for who you are, and that's a part of forgiveness. That's the act, because love is an act, right? It's an action word. So in order to truly forgive somebody, we have to act in love. So if we're acting in love, then I have to look at you and say, you know what I mean?
Let me ask
Yeah,
you,
you did me.
Sharon,
Go ahead.
you have kids?
I do.
And knowing what happened with you and that person, this is a touchy subject. You're comfortable with your potentially putting your kids in an environment with somebody that possibly might.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
But he is like, we're still part of a family dynamic.
True that.
So even if because there was a period of time where I just cut myself off, because as a culture, we do tend to continue to invite those people who are predators into situations.
Yeah, that's
right.
going on for years.
No matter who's
Mhm.
speaking on what, they know, everybody's aware.
Oh yeah, we know
that
he
this
touched the
person
kids.
has an
Mhm.
issue. So yeah, for the longest time until my kids were, I felt old enough to be able to like come to me and say whatever about anybody. You know what I mean? I feel like just as my situation with my uncle caused me to move different where my kids were concerned, because I wasn't protected as a child. So my kids see him. My kids know my story. Like I keep everything with my kids 100. So they know, they see him, and they see that like there's still love there. Like there's legit still love there. Still love my uncle. I understand his shortcomings. Now, what I would still, as an adult, I would never ride anywhere with my uncle. Like, you know what I mean? That's protection for myself. That's the boundary that I set up. So yes, there's been forgiveness, but now there's a boundary. There's a line.
So my boundary is not being around a person.
And that
Everybody different. Also,
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. So
You
my
would totally
boundary
be
would
entitled
be
to that.
yeah, not being around you.
you would totally be entitled. to
Yeah, okay, I forgive you, but I don't want to be around you, and that's fine. That's my boundary. But you're comfortable being around people that might have done you wrong in whatever situation. So that is what it is. That's deep, though. That's deep. That's deep.
Sorry, y'all.
Don't be,
No,
don't be
you-
sorry. I think it's very deep.
Yeah, man, you gotta speak your truth sometimes. Like,
Don't be sorry
yeah.
at all. At all. And what was the original question?
Forgiveness. She forgave.
No, who was it for? Who was it for?
What you mean was it for?
The original question. Who was the forgiveness for? You or the
He-
other
he
person?
didn't-
That
he
was the
didn't-
original
Oh no, okay. So most people say it's for them. Everybody come on saying, is
for
for
them.
them. Yeah, nobody never said like. I mean, a couple people might have said for another person, but the way she said came off like, no, I think it's for
Mhm.
but definitely a good question though, because
That was a good question.
On a poll with Banks. On Banks poll.
Banks is
On Banks's poll every week.
Every week. Once a week.
Every week we on this nigga poll.
What day do you post your poll question?
I'll do either Sunday or Monday, either or.
So,
Yeah,
the
whatever.
Sabbath.
The Sabbath day.
Get on his poll on the
on the
Sabbath.
Sabbath day.
On
No.
Sabbath day. Okay. All right. So next, look out for Banks on a pole with Banks. Come Sunday on Monday. I just want to keep saying it. It's hilarious. All right. So our next little thing, we was going to try something new. Since you're a singer-songwriter, we're going to break down some lyrics. Okay?
We didn't do this because you were here. This is actual second.
Yeah.
You ain't got the
But it just kind of worked out.
It
because
just
you were
worked out that you here. So
So
definitely wasn't doing this because you came.
So
We ain't that smart.
right. So tonight's song is Prince's "If I Was Your Girlfriend." And man behind the mic, you had a little bit of detail about this song. You want to give it or not?
Oh, I mean,
All
go
right.
over the lyrics.
Y'all want me to play it or just say that lyric?
You can't play. Just read the lyrics, I guess.
All right,
Not
so-
the whole thing. You can read.
Let me see. If I was your girlfriend, would you remember to tell me all the things you forgot when I was your man? Let's start there. If I was your girlfriend, would you remember to tell me all the things you forgot when I was your man? So how y'all think Prince is coming in this song, number one? Like what?
Hard.
Pause.
and long.
And long. No, but like
And her vagina.
what's
Bing
his
bong.
angle? Like what part is he playing? He's playing obviously the woman, right? So
Okay, so let the people know this is Prince song.
if I was your
If I was
girlfriend,
your girlfriend.
came out in the 80s or something like that. So would you remember to tell me all the things you forgot when I was your man? So it's go
To
ahead.
me, it sounds like he trying to get closer to her than she's allowing him to get close as a guy. So like you may tell your girlfriend secrets that you won't tell.
Yeah, I feel
boyfriend.
that.
He's trying to be your best friend.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
simping.
He's
You think he's
simping?
simping?
Oh my
He's definitely
Now
simping.
Prince,
I ain't
You
heard-
are tripping.
First of all, wait. I ain't heard that word in a while.
He definitely simping.
Yeah. Oh, no, we hear every week. My bad.
right.
My
So
fault,
because the
my
next
fault.
line, I purposely didn't say this, but the next line was, hey, when I was your man, if I was your best friend, would you let me take care of you and do all the things that only a best friend can do?
So was he trying to be a best friend or was he trying to be?
He trying to be everything.
Is he friend zone?
I feel like
Well, he's saying if I was your girlfriend, he talking to a woman as her girlfriend. So either he's a lesbian in this moment or
Or her best friend.
her best friend or both of them.
right. That's what I was about to say. I feel like
Let me call Prince.
it takes a turn
did.
from
215
really?
did.
555 did. Gotta add the 555.
555 did.
That's horrible.
I'm about to call heaven.
That's horrible.
215 heaven.
Cut the show off. Cut the show. It's over. Y'all defaming the dead.
So yeah, would you let me take care of you and do all of the things that only a best friend can?
And he said it 2 times.
Yeah, only a
Because
best
he
friend
really wanted to
can.
stress that
Right.
point. I think he went from, if I was just your girlfriend, right? You know what I mean? Would you tell me
What the
the
hell
stuff
is
that
this?
you don't really tell your man?
Friends.
Oh, you know how I
That's
get
how
with
girlfriends talk.
You hate this.
It's horrible.
Hold on,
that.
but then he went a little further, excuse me. Would you let me dress you? I mean, help you pick out your clothes before we go out.
Y'all do that stuff.
I was about to say, because we do that.
Yeah, but he wants to be closer to his woman, so he wants her to allow him as a man to pick her clothes out, right?
I
I
pick
think maybe he
clothes out
just
for
wants
women.
her to like
I like women do
keep
stuff
it
like
a
that.
whole being with him the way she would if she was her best friend.
Yeah, she not giving him her 100%. It's
Okay.
obvious to him, like y'all do.
Okay. All right. Further down, he
like saying
says,
y'all.
and if I was your
Facts.
one and only friend, would you run to me if somebody hurt you, even if that somebody was me? I'm about to sing it how you do it.
Even if it's
Somebody was me. Yeah, that's my song. So would you run to me if somebody
notes.
hurt you, even if that somebody was me?
I feel like that was so deep. Cause like, are you
'Cause
gonna
of-
come tell me that you know what I mean?
I fucked
that
up. Or you
somebody
gonna
messed
run and tell
up?
somebody else?
Even if it's if I was the one who tore you up,
Facts,
would
right?
you do that?
Would you come to me and tell me that
I fucked up?
Yeah,
hurt
because a
you.
lot of
Yeah,
times in
right.
relationships, people go to their friends and whoever and don't come to their person. Even if that person hurt you, you should go to that person and say, hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is how you made me feel. Y'all should be fixing it in your relationship, not with everybody else.
Right.
Right?
And
You
is
gotta
that
talking to
easier
the
to
mic,
do?
my
I'm
guy.
sorry.
Yeah.
And
you
is
know, I
that
gotta-
easier to do with a girlfriend? Because I feel like I can call one of my girlfriends and be like, yo, so like, remember we was out the other day and you said da 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 da, that hurt my feelings. And she not be
But you
offended
can't.
by
You
that.
don't feel more open to do that with your man?
Hell no.
Why?
I feel like
You
dudes are
should-
not receptive to like
I want to hear that mess.
point in case.
Really?
Like I just feel like guys are not necessarily receptive to, you know, hurting
interesting.
their mates. Like they're not receptive. I feel like you gotta wait for a proper time to talk about it. Like you can't just say, like, you know, I got to feel
Right.
you out. What vibe is you on? How did your day go? When I could just hit my girl and be like, yo, so like sis, for real,
Right.
why'd you say what you said? Like, you know, and that be that. And I would likely get some recognition of the behavior, an apology to follow it, and then we may be good. Now I ain't getting no dick tonight because he mad because I done called them out on his bull stuff.
No,
like,
that's pretty much y'all shit. We can still fuck. That be y'all don't fucking no ass, so y'all mad.
Nah.
Stop.
Or you want to
Stop.
not do
Never have
everything.
I.
Like, you know what I
Stop.
mean? Now you
When
just
y'all
like,
mad, y'all ain't giving no cheeks up.
That's-
It is
Never
very much
have
so
I.
true.
I'm going to take stuff
We can fucking
because
argue.
I'm mad.
But come on, cut the shit.
All right, so here's the rest of it.
Cut the shit.
If I
yo.
was your girlfriend, would you let me wash your hair? Could I make you breakfast sometime? Or could we just hang out? Could we go to a movie and cry together? You want your man
He's
crying with you?
simping, like I said.
He is simping.
No, I
For
feel like
real.
that's a different type of. I feel like this song takes a continual turn on like a
Simpness.
platonic friendship and a sexual friendship because it's
I like how
Prince.
she breaking this down.
Like it's
Good for
Prince,
her.
so his
Mhm.
music, his content is full of sexual innuendo. So like
Definitely.
it's definitely it's going back and forth. Like it's a nice little dance between I'm just your girl, we just chilling. But can I go further? You know what I mean? And can I do this? Would this be okay? Like
Yeah, he
if
even
we
went
did
as far as
these
to
things.
say, is it really necessary for me to go out of the room just because you want to undress? We don't have to make children to make love. We don't have to make love to have an audience. And then he says, those are the things that being in love's about. Like all of this, everything that he listed in this song is love to him.
Cap.
It's simp.
None of it is
Simping one-on-one.
None of that is love.
He's such a hater.
None of that is love. He wrote that song for y'all to eat it up. And look at y'all.
And we
Don't do
did.
it.
And did.
20
And-
years later,
And
30 years later.
TLC did a remake and a
Beyonce
late-
did a remake of it
She
too.
did.
No, but TLC
She
actually
did
did the
a portion
song
of it.
verbatim, like T-Boz is singing all these things.
Unacceptable.
I
She
feel like
shouldn't have
that's
been able to do
totally-
that. She should not have been able to. Who signed off on that?
I don't know. She sounds very much like Prince though on their version
Yeah,
too.
I'm
She
gonna
giving very
listen
much
to
Prince.
Now you just being
Yeah, listen to
disrespectful
it. She
Prince.
does a good remake
You're
of
being
it.
disrespectful to Prince at this point.
But yeah,
He
Beyonce
had
did
to
do "If
approve
I
it,
Was a
though,
Boy." If I Was a Boy, and
You
Sierra
don't
had
own
that
this
boy
shit.
song.
He ain't prove anything.
Oh, that's right. Warner owned the music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was the artist. He was that sexual son.
y'all. If y'all
Whatever
never
his
heard
name-
that song,
Whatever that song was.
if y'all never listened to that song, listen to it. It's called "If I Was Your Girlfriend" by Prince. And
They
if you
know
want
the
to listen
song.
to the remix,
Don't listen to that shit.
I'm gonna say cry.
Why? And here it goes to who did it better,
Next
or who
topic.
is better, right?
Who did it better? Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, because we should. This should
Okay,
be.
so this
Go ahead, let's go.
Okay, so this not topic, but this next
Segment.
segment would be who did it better. So the who did it better?
Me or your
tonight-
ex?
That's next week.
I'm joking.
We should do that. We should do that. We should do
That's
that.
next week. Write that down.
Right
Um, write that down. So this week is who did it better? Prince or Michael Jackson?
That's not even. No, you know what?
Here we
Don't
go.
do that because that's not
Apples
even.
and
That's not
oranges.
accurate. That's not
not.
accurate. You should
Apples
say
and oranges.
it should be Prince or Rick James.
No,
That's more
That's
accurate.
apples and apples.
No.
Exactly.
You
It
think
makes
so?
perfect
Absolutely.
sense.
I would say Prince and Morris Day more than Prince and Rick.
in a time.
Yeah.
Tom. Yeah.
Yeah, but they was in the same group, so they kind of like almost the same guy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like they cousins.
Like, yeah, you can't. Really,
I
you don't
thought
want
they
to put
was
them
brothers.
together.
And the
Rick
Tom
James
are
is
the little
it's
cousins.
damn near identical to that guy.
Yeah, because
To
he
play
wrote most of their
everything like you
most
like
of
it.
their material.
He plays everything. It
He-
makes him
Hey, I don't-
artistically deep.
All right, so
Rick James play
we're
instruments?
comparing Michael
Yes.
Jackson.
Kidding
What's wrong with you?
Do we?
Bruh,
I didn't know he played instruments.
just hush.
Who?
Rest
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Rick
let's be
James.
quiet. you don't know what you're
Remember
talking
the
about.
first,
Stay silent.
All right, but we're comparing Michael Jackson and Prince.
Why? It is no comparison.
It's
It's-
not.
it-
we
I
can't.
agree, there's
you
no
can't even
comparison.
compare them. This is
Yeah.
retarded. Like it's like this is
None of
because
their
we gonna
music
put
is even
y'all only
comparable.
y'all only comparing femininity. That's all y'all doing. That's all people see in their head. Yo, he dresses with his ass out. He kind of do it. Like, there's really no comparison.
Gotta do it.
Like, just
I feel like they don't even have the same like lyrical content. It's apples and oranges. to
Michael
me.
Jackson's was more about saving the world. But
No,
Michael Jackson had good, sexy songs too.
Did he?
Did they sound sexy?
Liberian Girl, that's one of my favorites.
it
I
wasn't
think
even
that's
like sexy in the same way.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Rick
it's
James,
not
like
right.
it was
It's
like the
not-
same thing. Like Rick James literally was
My
like
man
the
said,
same
give it to
thing.
me, baby.
I don't know a lot of Rick James
Give
songs.
it- huh?
I don't.
Super Freak,
Other than Fire and Desire.
Super
and-
Freak, you know that.
Okay, that's 2 songs. But what else he got?
Give it to me, baby.
Mary Jane.
Give me a
Mary
quarter
Jane.
roll.
How Mary Jane go?
I'm in
I'm
love with
loving
Mary
Mary
Jane.
Jane.
Okay, 3 songs.
You know a lot of songs. Like
So all right, then we gonna switch it. Rick James and Prince.
But
the problem is nobody
this
cares
is
about Rick
James. That's the thing,
Right.
like,
That's why we chose
Yeah.
Rick James. I mean Michael Jackson and
Rick James was in life if nobody knew that.
because these are people who
Oh, we
people
knew that.
really
All right.
like. Michael Jackson and Prince is people really care about these two.
Right. That's why
For
we
sure.
put
Like
them up there.
for sure, like people will be like, no, Prince better than Michael Jackson. I know people who would say that hands down.
I mean, you can like one of them better than the other, but their music is not. Their music and their styles are not comparable to like for a who did it better. Like I feel like a who did it better has to be
Like a Boys and Men and Jodeci.
yeah.
They not.
Like
I don't
who
think they
did it
comparable.
I feel like they're comparable because they're in the same area. It's the era. It's the same music. Whereas like they're both R&B groups versus
Right.
Prince and Michael Jackson,
Who's a pop star?
who are like Michael's
who's
a
a
super duper pop star,
Right.
and Prince is
Michael-
like
I'm
the
Prince.
overtly sexy guy.
But he was
like,
also a pop star.
Prince
No,
is
he
pop
not.
star.
you
But I
people
don't
would
think
label him
Jodeci
a
and
pop
Boys and Men
star.
compare because to me, Boys and Men was more like preppy, sweet and innocent, and Jodeci was real raunchy.
Yeah, exactly.
But R&B was R&B.
I mean, it's
so you
R&B,
can
it's
say
R&B.
whose brand of
All right, so
R&B
who's
was
better?
better.
Who's better than? We gonna switch it to Boys and Men and Jodeci then.
All right, so Boys and Men and Jodeci.
It's not. First of all, it's disrespectful to put anybody up against Boys to Men. Like it really is disrespectful.
so?
Yes.
I
All right, so who
agree.
would
Yeah, like nobody.
Not
Like
even New
agree.
Edition.
No,
no,
definitely not new edition.
no. Like Boys to Men have so many
First of all, they can really sing.
like hits.
Everybody in No Edition
True.
can't sing.
Everybody.
Who
enjoy
can't?
it.
Oh,
I don't understand how you say that if they all had successful careers outside of the New Edition. That just make no sense.
So everybody,
Bobby
everybody-
Brown.
Bobby
was
Brown-
successful.
Bobby Brown
a
was-
singer. He was a singer.
he was great.
He was a singer.
Rob Transman was successful
He
out
was a
of.
singer.
Hey, all of them was successful.
Now, if DeVoe had
Was
they.
Ralph really successful on his own?
He wasn't.
You
He
got a
was
solid question.
sensitivity.
That's a solid.
Yeah,
he
he had
had
one
one
song.
song. But Belle Biv DeVoe, Poison is still a
and
banger
who
to
really
this
sings on
day.
there? Who really
Huh?
sings?
But that's not R&B though. That's like
Who really sings?
That is R&B.
That
I
was,
don't
that
consider
was
Poison.
hip-hop
Yeah.
smoothed out on
Who?
the R&B tip.
Listen, wait a minute.
With the,
I'm
No, no,
breaking
no,
up.
no.
You
What that?
showing your age now.
No, what?
Showing
No.
your age. You
What
better be
that-
careful.
Poison was the age of New Jack Swing, which was
Yeah.
considered R&B.
I don't think that was considered R&B.
It was because the person who made it, Teddy Riley, is the person, the king of R&B. Like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but that doesn't mean that.
Jack Swing.
New
New
Jack
Jack
Swing
is
was
not-
a complete R&B thing.
I
It
don't
was.
think it was R&B.
It was.
I'm not making love to nothing New Jack Swing ish. None of it.
You because you gotta have
So you
sex
had
when you
no
play R&B.
Christopher
You
Yes,
can't-
if,
Yeah,
I, if I'm
R&B.
putting on if I'm putting on some cheek, if I'm putting on some Get Cheeks music, it's not gonna be New Jack.
Poison. It
It's
ain't
not
gonna
gonna be Poison. Poison. No, I'm not putting that on,
Like,
boss.
you
Not-
not. That's
I didn't know you had to have sex to all R&B. You can't just have dance.
But you
and
gonna
have
put
fun.
on rock music to have sex? Like, what are you doing?
I had sex. To, I had
dude,
I had sex to
alright.
metal music before.
Nah,
Like,
bro.
You had sex to rock music before?
yes, the hard heavy metal.
You
Yes.
On an acid trip? You was
No,
on email?
she was just into it. She was into it. I might
So-
just put it on.
So you all right? So you have rock music, and then did you go from rock music to R&B in that same playlist, or you was just in your rock bag while I was?
I don't listen to music when I have sex.
Wait, what?
I like movies. I like movies on. I don't play music.
That nigga said,
As long as
Godfather.
somebody, some noise in the background.
Yeah, particularly like Marvel movies.
What?
What?
Yo.
Okay.
Like Iron Man thrusters.
All right. So, okay, so let's get back on track here.
The sound of
So
metal
who was
and
we comparing
anger.
now? And
We were comparing
nothing.
Jodeci and Boyz II Men, and he.
All right,
feels
so if you-
no one is comparable to Boyz.
what about Drew Hill and Jodeci?
no, but you can't keep changing the dynamic. because
don't change it because he think Boys
Yeah.
the Men is that valuable.
All right, so
Boy-
who you got, Banks? Drew,
I like Boys and Men better.
Boys and Men
Yeah.
versus
It ain't close.
who you got, man, behind the mic?
we all know Jodeci was a stronger group than Boyz II Men.
I believe so.
They definitely had great songs, Boyz II Men, no doubt. I just think Jodeci was just that. I don't know, something about. I believed them. I don't believe Boyz II Men have to
Yeah.
play song. I think they was just reading off a piece of paper, like reading their songs. It didn't feel like I ain't feel it. Like
What?
I agree.
Thank you.
Jodeci is better.
I mean,
This nigga don't even listen to R&B.
I did listen to R&B.
I
Like
was listening to Jodeci and Boyz II Men back then. It wasn't nothing much to listen to other than that.
I
If
feel
you
like
really
Boyz II Men are the better singers.
I'm saying boys.
Hands down.
Hands down.
Hands down.
Casey and JoJo can blow.
Oh yeah.
What about,
Casey and
what
JoJo,
about
Cannot
the rest
blow.
of them?
Devontae and Dalvin were producers.
Then what are we talking
What
about?
are we talking about here?
But and that's it. That's it.
But Boyz II Men as a collective
yeah,
as a
they could
collective,
sing.
fucking them over.
They're still
But
the
Wanye
most
be
successful
whining.
male group of all time.
Wanye used to whine like that. Whining.
Wine, yay.
Yeah, he used to whine.
He's staying true to his name.
Okay. Well,
But it's not.
so who was the best singer out of each group then?
Melu.
Who would you give as the best singer out of Boyz II Men?
I'll say Sean.
Sean. Who would you give?
Why is it? How did we get to this part?
Because we breaking it down.
Definitely
would you say?
Sean Stockman.
Sean.
For sure.
Okay, whole last name and
For
shit.
sure.
it's only two lead singers. The rest of them are just
They all-
supporting singers.
I like
No,
Mike.
they.
I like
all,
Mike.
They all sang. That boy with the deep voice boy ain't never had no solo.
Ever.
He ain't never.
His solos were
Who?
the talking parts. Those are solos.
Mike had the talking point. Those were the best parts when he came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And he
Girl.
quite, if you really listening, he's holding down all of the
Yes.
vocal bass, like all of the bass.
yeah, he's
That
supporting.
are-
He's
Are
supporting.
all vocal though. They're not a bass guitar doing the work. So like Mike put in his
If
put
you
in the
took
work.
him out of it, the songs would be corny
He
as
put in the
hell.
work. Like that was
Don't
those
say
are
the
not-
song would be corny.
Those are not bass guitars.
Come on, like, I mean, replace him with real bass. Like that's what it sounds like.
Well, just the fact that
Fire
his voice-
him.
but the fact that his voice could do that and carry the group is why
Right.
he's to me.
Carry the group.
Yeah.
But
'Cause
if-
take that.
wait,
Because now they try to sing without him and they don't got it.
It works. It works. It
It
works.
works.
Who they got
That
now?
The whole listen, they had a whole residency, a residency in
Vegas.
Vegas.
That
Who they put somebody a fake
continually
mic in
go
there?
out.
No,
It's just the three of them.
So now they added the bass.
No, it's them three, and they killed it. They
So
fucked it up.
Nate goes
Nate-
back and forth
yeah.
between the bass. Like
Oh,
he's
I know
actually
Nate had that
he's actually
capability.
really
Yeah.
good. Yep.
So then I'll give it to Nate then. If he has that capability to do both, I give it to Nate.
No.
Not nasty Nate.
Yeah, y'all just being disrespectful to
To
Boyz II
who?
Men?
To Sean
Boyz-
Stockman?
No, to Boys to Men.
Oh.
You went to a Boyz II Men show?
No,
Like, exactly.
It's not even. It's not. It's not.
Not a real fan.
Take my money. Come on, Jodeci. That one line right there, my house and my cars. Jodeci kills it every time.
Jodeci was on crack.
Not anymore. I was about to say, when the last time you seen
Like Jodeci got to be
perform?
knocked out for
That's
being
the
on
verse
crack.
I would want to see.
Find all of Jodeci to have Jodeci.
Not find them. That's the verses I would want to
No,
see though.
like real shit.
You
Like
wouldn't-
it's
Jodeci-
hard.
you
That-
gotta find
to
Mike
find
That
too.
versus Mike's sick. I think
like he's
in a
sick.
wheelchair.
He can't perform. But like
Yeah.
Casey and
There
JoJo
are
are sick
tours-
too. JoJo
They
was
sick
on.
from drugs.
Yeah, exactly. That's a sickness.
there are tours where where promoters will not put the entire group on the flyer because they
Take
don't
my
know
money.
who's coming.
Right. My house and my car. You
That's
making
'cause
you
got some
feel
Jo-
away.
that's 'cause
It's making
she-
you feel away
That's 'cause
immediately.
she got some Jodeci boots at home.
I love
definitely
got some
had
I got
Jodeci
my
boots.
Doc Martens. I got two pairs, and you gotta go like this.
Yeah, I mean,
That ain't Jodeci.
that's
Yes,
what
it
it is.
is.
Is it?
They wore Doc Martens all the
No,
time.
I'm talking about that two-step you just
Yeah,
did.
yeah, it was Jodeci.
That was definitely a Jodeci.
Yeah,
Come and talk to me.
You gotta get
yeah,
the,
Ooh,
gotta
they
get
was
the
the-
bounce in it.
You think about Drew Hill though?
And
You
Drew
talking
Hill
about
would do that.
the
lead.
hot. Yeah.
No, I wasn't thinking about. I
Oh,
wasn't thinking
that's
about.
the-
Yeah,
you
but,
have your Doc
Jo-
Martens on.
The Jodeci with the Jodeci
That's
little
the
skip. Yeah, it definitely is.
So you having sex to Boyz II Men versus Jodeci?
Hey, look, wait. Hold on.
Who the fuck is fucking the
Hold
Boyz
on,
II Men?
hold on,
Nobody is
hold on.
having sex with Boyz
That's
II Men.
that.
What
That's
Boyz
a
II Men
lie.
song you having sex to?
number one. Like
Hey.
what? Please
That
don't.
one song?
Please don't go.
All right,
number
so-
Please.
two.
Come on,
Please
high five,
don't
man.
go on. Like,
Oh, yo,
Please don't go. It's a sex making song.
No, it's a honeymoon song.
Yeah,
All these songs
ooh,
is
ah,
honeymoon
ah.
songs.
I'll give you
No.
that's definitely one. But after that 4 minutes, what else is
Please
happening?
don't go. It's hot though. That's all
But
that.
it's not to me not a love, like
I
not
make
a
love
fuck.
to you.
come on. I'm on big.
Are you at 8 minutes?
I make
You
love
at
to
8 minutes
you.
now. What
to
else?
you, hold you tight. And you don't even fuck to that now. You don't fuck to that.
Jodeci got
This is a-
Fiending.
It's an old man
Freaking
stroke.
You. Jodeci whole album can roll out and you still
But that's
fucking.
all they can do.
And that's
though.
fine.
Oh no,
That's
no,
what they
I'm just
came for.
attacking what he says was R&B. Like I
That's
don't
what they
understand
came
how
for.
Boys the Men is at his top of his list, and you can't even really have sex to that shit now. Like
End of
who's
the
having
road.
sex to Boys the Men? Like
now to the end
Hold on.
of the road. Come on, who's doing it? Having sex to that?
Listen.
oh, you just
That-
like a
That
funeral.
makeup set, end of the road. Like what?
Like water's running
Holy,
dry.
I'm so sorry,
Don't
baby.
want
Good
It's a
song,
good,
yo.
you ain't, but you're not fucking to it.
Don't
Like
make
Jodeci.
Hold on.
For makeup
Hold on,
sex,
hold on,
don't
hold
want
on, hold
Jodeci
on.
fiending.
So you trying to tell me an album is only good if I can have sex?
you
to it?
fucking to mama, mama. I
How
know.
you going to discredit a whole group because you can't have
No,
sex
I
with
think
it?
they're a
That's
good
what he's
group.
doing.
You discredit whole R&B because they couldn't have sex to it.
It's not R&B. That's what I'm trying to say. That's not R&B, bro. It's its own genre
No,
of
I
music.
think Boys and Men is a good
He
group.
talking about New Jack Swing.
New Jack Swing is R&B.
It's not R&B. If it was R&B, it would be R&B, not New Jack Swing.
New Jack Swing R&B.
No, no, yo,
It's
that's
a- for you to like Prince that have all this fusion in his music,
He's
you
R&B.
can't fuse New Jack Swing in it.
no, he R&B.
It makes no sense.
He R&B.
Like, yo, Prince didn't even have no genre of music, to be honest. This nigga did rock, R&B,
Did.
all this shit combined in one, and then say like white people called him R&B because he was black. He literally played fucking flutes and all types of
He
shit in this
changed his
shit.
name to
So
a
what?
symbol for quite some time
What does that have to do with it?
because
I'm saying that
wasn't
he had no
identified with any of
category,
that.
but they kept
That
calling it
was-
R&B. But
Oh.
you're telling me that New Jack Swing can't be R&B.
It's not R&B. Like it's literally.
Well, tell
not
Teddy
I don't
Riley.
think
So
Poison
Backstreet
R&B.
Boys. I mean, not Backstreet Boys. What's that? No Diggity, No Doubt. That's not.
Oh, Backstreet.
I switched it. No, the what? Backstreet. Yeah,
Backstreet.
Black
the
They
No
got-
Diggity
they got good
Jones.
songs,
That
though.
was like an up to date New Jack
they-
Swing. So
they-
that's not R&B either.
Blackstreet is
Blackstreet is more R&B than like
Yeah, that first
the
album was
other
great.
than the earlier stuff that Teddy was producing. Because I think that Blackstreet's sole purpose was to kind
Before I
of
let you go,
yeah get back in the
Yeah.
R&B
Yeah.
bag for sure. Like
Well, he was doing. Teddy Riley did stuff for Bobby Brown.
not R&B.
He
at
did. He
all.
did. He did.
What song?
He did.
yeah, I think Bobby
Did he do
that
Rolling?
album was an R&B album.
He might have did-
would
I think he
agree
did
with you
one
there.
of those upbeat
did,
Jones. Every little step I take.
My
One of
Yeah,
them.
Prerogative
I think one.
My
every little step I
Prerogative
take
is
ain't
totally
R&B.
I don't consider
Yeah.
every little step I take R&B.
I don't
What?
consider
That's
Consider
a
that pop.
babyface
You
song. So
consider
it's
my
definitely
prerogative
R&B,
R&B.
yeah.
I
R&B?
consider
My
that pop
prerogative
too.
is totally
R&B,
R&B.
it
It was
is.
edgy R&B
I
for
consider
sure.
that pop.
No, that ain't no fucking
My
pop.
prerogative is
If you
not
dancing
pop.
around, if you-
Tenderoni was R&B.
I
That's a
consider
babyface record. It's always
So,
going to be
so
R&B.
because it's slow, it makes it R&B.
That's
No,
what he.
not
That's about his
necessarily.
standards.
No.
Because you're saying that my prerogative was
I feel like he was rapping though. Wasn't he rapping a lot?
It's
No,
R&B.
he
Didn't he
sang
have
that
Mike
song.
Tyson in that joint dancing around?
Yeah, he was
Tyson went in
rapping.
there. What is
So
you
Mike Tyson.
saying?
Maybe I'm not
Is that the joint
remembering
where he
the
had the
same, the
short
right
song
song.
with the black-
I'm trying to think of the word.
No, so that's what that's
My prerogative.
yeah.
That's not R&B.
That
It is.
R&B.
That beat all crazy.
so.
Man,
Man,
you
you sound.
for sure.
Yeah, that definitely was R&B. R&B had. That's when they had the headsets in R&B. Everybody
I
needed.
really don't care. That's my prerogative. No, that is not R&B.
That
is.
is
That's not
R&B is
I
rhythm
don't-
And blues.
and blues.
No,
So
that's
if that song is heavily
It's
with
rhythm.
it's
But where's the
R&B.
blues in it?
Ain't no
The
blues.
blues
Rhythm
is the fact
and
that
blues.
he's saying, "Yo, I can't be me because y'all tripping." Like, let
Exactly.
me do me.
That's the
That's
R&B.
the blues.
Oh, okay.
He was,
And he was going through
Break it
it.
down, break it
That's
down
the
for him,
blues
please.
of it all.
Okay, I got you. I'm with you on it. I agree.
I disagree.
All right.
You always
A
do.
singer's telling you this, my man.
I don't give a damn what
A singer
what
is
she's
telling
saying.
you.
The hell?
Who writes
I
songs?
don't give a damn
Who
what
write
she's
a
saying.
songwriter?
I thought I was stubborn. This nigga just stubborn. right?
He's completely.
I thought I was bad. He,
Yeah, because she say something, I gotta listen to what she say. No,
my man, take heed sometimes.
I don't have to listen to what she says
take heed sometimes. My man.
just because she's
It's
saying.
okay. It's okay to
That's how you
take
feel
heed
about it.
sometimes, my man.
Well, I don't.
So if it came down to the end of the road and freaking you, which one you having
Come on,
sex
now you
with?
also on that song though. You corny.
She's
You was
still
so
on
nutty
this.
for that. That was so nutty for that.
It would be freaking you though.
Thank you.
Of
No, but
course it would,
I'm
though.
not taking away from Boys and Men. They were a great group. And they all could sing. But for me, I prefer Jodeci.
I bet you did. Talking shit.
She used to date one of the members.
KC.
I didn't even know you back then, nigga. Like, just come up with your
Was she even old? I don't think she was even old enough to really get.
I was I'm only only a couple years younger than y'all.
That's enough.
I wasn't freaking, but I knew that I have older siblings. So
Yeah,
I knew the
you
music.
shouldn't have been listening to it.
I shouldn't have been listening to Secret Garden either.
You definitely shouldn't have been listening to Secret Garden.
That's what we're gonna break down too.
You definitely shouldn't have been listening to Secret Garden.
Next week we're gonna break down Secret Garden. That shit was wild. All right, so
It's been a good night tonight.
It's been a good night. It's been very
Good
funny.
conversations. Good conversations. Pico, what's up, my boy?
I only got 2 things tonight.
Two?
Maybe.
after everything we talked about,
Everything ain't worth writing in my book. Ain't tell me what to write in my damn
Indeed.
book.
It's Pico time.
Don't get a snail caught in your coochie.
That's worth writing in your book.
Yeah, that's definitely worth.
that's
I was not expecting that.
I wasn't either.
That's why it's worth going in the book. 'Cause
Don't get a snail
I
caught in your
respect that,
coochie.
yo.
That's
snail
one.
caught in your coochie.
That's the first part.
That's a final thought. Like
That's it.
That's the final thought.
No, I got another one. I got more stuff. I got more. So don't get a snail caught in your coochie. That's first from
That's
the
terrible.
decaracophilia.
Snaggle record.
Decaracophilia. Get a snail caught in your coochie and mess around out here on these streets.
Oh my God.
Black people got to stick together.
Facts.
Shit ain't happening.
Say that again for those in the back.
Black people, we gotta stick together.
Let me ad lib.
Patronize each other.
Let me ad lib that.
Go ahead.
Not happening.
I mean, listen.
Wow.
I'm just being real.
One day.
Shit.
I mean, if we don't, we're going to continue to see the same things happen over and over again. We're going to be talking about voting. We're going to be talking about my body, my choice. We're going to be talking about the same.
Why you gotta say it like that?
It's
Like you just.
it's a talking point on it's a talking point on a ballot for somebody to use women's emotions to get elected. That's all it is. Because at the end of the day, even if it's illegal, if a woman want to get an abortion, she gonna get the abortion. So it's a talking point. But we can talk about that next week. So yeah, stick together, patronize each other. And then last but not least, since it is my final thought, my prerogative is not R&B. Just drop this mic. It's not R&B.
Live.
It's not.
It definitely is.
I'm
Special
sorry.
guests. We thank you for coming.
So thank you.
Thanks for having me. This was fun.
You
Thanks
gotta
for
come
coming
back
out,
down.
my
I'm
guy.
excited for Friday.
I hate you.
I'm gonna report back to y'all how Friday went.
I'll
I'm
be
gonna take
watching on
some video.
Simone's stories because she'll be recording, so I'll watch the stories Friday.
I don't know. I might drop my phone and might break
Okay,
it behind a mic on.
He is definitely wishing that on your phone.
Yes. 'Cause I don't have no case. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely put my my stories on Friday.
I mean, the series this.
Yes, I got you.
If y'all not following her, y'all can again follow you at
Shar Hill Music on IG. Sharon Hill, like Sharon, but with a C. On
Okay.
Facebook.
Glad you
Okay.
put that there. Like Sharon with a C. Now I got it.
Y'all big dummies.
I got it now. Got it.
Dummies.
So with that said,
I be
thank
feeling
you for
like
coming out. I appreciate you. We appreciate you as a whole. Myself, Banks, Pico,
Pico the Conquistador.
the lovely Simone, always produced by the legendary Tuna Fish Records Productions. You know our saying, as always, pimps up, sips down, but we're always gentlemen.
She don't want to say it this week.
I thought we said I wasn't gonna say it anymore. And a lady. I thought we
did
said.
not.
I thought last week.
I
All
mean,
right, say it again.
Greg, you say everything.
Say it
No,
again.
and she says, and the lady.
You-
I'm-
All
I
right,
never
say it
said-
again.
I
I messed
never-
it up.
I have
No,
never
I'm saying
said
you
that.
can.
Though we had
I
said
have-
it.
Say it in the lady because you
No,
the
He
no,
host.
never
no,
did
no,
say
no.
that. I
I'm
just
saying he
threw it in
should
there.
say it.
I'm not. I should not.
we
Go ahead, start over.
always gentlemen and the lady.
And she always says, and the lady.
Okay.
It's always something new.
So do it one more time.
It's over with.
It don't make you less of a man to say it.
I missed it.
You lost
Damn.
You lost it. Thank
And a
you
lady.
again. Thank you again. Thank you again. And with that being said, see you next week.
Holla.
Bye.
All right.
Jodeci.